Have you ever wondered how to start investing from zero? In this video, I'm going to show you how to start from scratch. Tackling your finances can be tough, but I have spent years researching some of the best methods to jumpstart my investment portfolio from scratch, and I'm going to teach you in this video what I wish I knew just 5 years ago. If you find yourself stuck with the negative media news bombarding you about passive income strategies and how you should have bought a home in 2010 instead of going to junior prom, then you are in the right place. Let's go. Where should you start? You need a roadmap of your personal situation. Every single person is exactly different. Your finances, your age, your income level all play a factor into determining what you need to do to get control of your finances. I started with just how much debt I had. I wrote it all down. Start with the small amounts, the credit cards, the personal loans, the car loans, student loans, or mortgages. It can be daunting. You want to write it all down to get a clear picture of where you stand financially, and that will take you to the next step. Once you know your list of big debts, expenses, you need to add up your income. How much money did you make last month? Was it more than the cost to service your debt? If your income was less than your debt expense, that's okay. You have the power to make a change in your financial situation. Did you know that over 78% of Americans are levered up so much that they are living paycheck to paycheck? That doesn't have to be you. Financial freedom starts with you deciding today that you are not going to live your past life worried about your financial future. You can make a change. To do so, you need to start with these next few steps. Write down your goals for the next year. Is it to pay down debt, get healthy, or is it to build an investment portfolio? Decide today and affirm it. I am an investor with options. Write it down. That is why you're watching this video. You need direction and motivation to change your life as well as your family's lives. There is no better time to start than today. Let's carry on with our other strategies. Once you have your financial past written down with your debts and your goals, next let's open up an M1 Finance brokerage account. I highly recommend M1 and have been using them since August of 2023. Now, my strategy is for dividend growth ETFs. And if I just said some terms that went way over your head, not to worry, I have a collection of videos on the channel that you can check out soon. M1 Finance is not for a gambler's mindset. You are going to get rich extremely slow, but only as long as you follow your investing strategy. I am not saying you should never take a risk at investments. If you had bought Nvidia in 2022, you're sitting pretty. If you want to throw 2 to 5% of your net cash balance at a stock, be my guest. It could always pay off, but you never want to invest what you could need tomorrow to survive. To actually open up an investment account with M1 Finance, go to m1.com. Click on the top right Get Started button. Reminder, M1 Finance will be a $3 per month service fee brokerage charge if you have less than $10,000 invested starting on May 15th, 2024. But once you do your own research, you will find that a $3 charge to invest with this brokerage account is a very low priced option in the marketplace. But again, not financial advice. Is not a financial advisor. Invest at your own risk. If and when you go through the steps to open an account, make sure you answer those questions honestly and take your time. If you do decide to go with M1 Finance, I wouldn't even connect your external bank yet. I would just log in, get familiar with the application and the website, and we can set up your external bank accounts in a future time. The reason I would wait is because you need to do some research on what you're going to invest in if you want to go the DIY approach. When I started investing with M1 Finance, I did a lot of research on YouTube. I read a book, or rather listened to a book on Audible called A Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins. I highly recommend this book if you plan to become your own DIY investor, in my opinion. His book discusses the power of ETF investing and creating a dividend portfolio. M1 Finance also offers model investing similar to a 401k target date fund. You can select pies based on high risk, low risk, or medium risk. And these model portfolios are built for you inside of M1. Then all you have to do is set up your investment cadence. The model portfolios could be a good option for you. I recommend you doing exactly what you need to do for your circumstance. Again, no one on YouTube is a financial advisor. We are just showing you steps that you can use to begin to build your wealth using M1 Finance. This is where investing becomes a fun game. My plan has always been to invest what I can afford to lose or do not need in the present season of my life. I don't need it to fund my family's lifestyle, and I certainly don't need it to buy food. I use the 10% investment approach based on my income, but I do throw additional money outside of my emergency fund to fund my investment account with M1. Remember, Saving is great when you are in survival mode, but the goal for this channel is to take the younger investor out of survival mode and into growth mode. Saving is good for the short term, and you should build up your emergency savings account. But it will hurt you after you fund that account, and investing is the way to build your wealth for your children's children. I have a video on the M1 Finance High Yield Cash account that could benefit you if you want a place to park cash and earn competitive APY. Links in the description below. I have a long-term mindset with this taxable brokerage account at M1. I plan to utilize these strategies I've learned from the book A Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins and I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Another audible listen for you viewers out there who are serious about taking control of your financial future. I will put a link in the description below to some of these books and some of these content creators that I watch regularly to help maintain my investing strategy. Getting back to how to start investing, you must set a budget. I have a crush debt video on the channel that walks you through the steps I use to get my family out of debt in the past. Tips like writing down every expense I have and looking towards the future on how to make a change that eliminates those bad spending habits. Ramit discusses this in his Rich book, so check that one out. You can only invest what you have. If you spend or have fixed costs that are more than your income, you have to buckle down and begin making a change to your spending plan. Inflation is not going away, but there are ways that you can rise to the occasion and create a new plan for you and your family. The younger generation is struggling to invest. We have more of a gambler's mindset. Inflation is there. We all see it. We all feel it. Cost of living crisis is there. It's harder to buy homes. It's harder to pay your rent. That's eating away at most of our surplus capital. You can fix that with YouTube channels like this one and the ones in the description below. You have all the power in changing your spending habits, even in this economy. You also have unlimited earning potential if you learn new skills and get paid to share them with the market. Start thinking of growth, not just survival. I think the younger generation is so down on the future because it does look pretty bad. But if you just say, okay, it is what it is, I can only control what I can control, you are able to see a brighter tomorrow. Consider subscribing to receive more investing motivation content like this one, and leave your goals in the comment below. Write it down into the YouTube comment ether. Tell me about your goal for 1 year from today. Put a date on it. And in 1 year, come back, set a reminder on your phone, and find out if you made the small steps needed to get control of your financial future. I bet you would be very surprised just how much you can accomplish in 1 year, but it takes you to fix it. I am just showing you the tips and tricks that I have used that have worked for me in the past. Invest what you can afford to lose. Just start. It may be $5 a week. Do it. That is a dollar cost averaging method. I use the dollar cost averaging DCA method as well. And if we enter a downturn in the market, I can grab more shares of a dividend paying ETF at a cheaper price. That helps my cost basis over time, and it can help yours. I would target finding 3%, 3% out of your budget for the next 3 months. Track it. Can you accomplish it? Did you accomplish it? After 3 months, level up, double it, or go big with your excess and get it to 10% or more. It's just like starting to work out after a long time of not training. You should not go run 10 miles today if you have not worked out in a year. Just like with health, it's no different. We can build the habits for a better financial future. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing to hold yourself accountable and leave a comment below. Next, let's track your progress. I utilize an Excel file from one of my fellow content creators named Daniel. I will leave his channel in the description below. He discusses a budgeting video and actually gives you his free copy of his Excel file that he utilizes to track his monthly expenses, income, and net worth. I started using it in 2024 and it has changed my perspective on savings rates as well as investing. There are many tips and tricks from multiple books and content creators all over the internet. It is about taking information that you can resonate with and using it to your benefit for your personal situation. I want you to find happiness in your future. Us millennials and younger generations have an opportunity to grab life and create our own situations to help grow our own lives in a positive way. Media and news can beat you down right now, and that's their goal. Turn to YouTube for education like this to climb your way out of debt, get healthy, and follow the steps in this video to build your financial future. That's what I have done over 4 years since the entire world got turned upside down. I hope this content finds you a little bit more motivated to take the first step to financial prosperity. Family, finances, future. Invest what we can and build and grow our future with M1 Finance. Check out the links in the description for extra savings. If you are new to M1 and want to sign up, use the link in the description below for a referral bonus. It will help out the channel. I hope you found value in this video to help you with your own personal finance journey.